team, welcome back to a brand new vlog, and the one where I for sure this week will get this blooming dining room table finished. We had such a nice weekend away with friends. I think that was where I finished off this last vlog, but this week I am on a mission to get this dining table finished, and Chris gets his operation on Thursday, so Thursday, Friday probably going to be lying low, playing hard games in the house, that type of thing. But I'm on a mission today. Done some work and emails, pictures and stuff this morning. This afternoon is one of my DIY creation afternoons. I also posted my next YouTube video yesterday, so I'm chuffed with how the growth on my channel is going at the moment. But yeah, it is a gorgeous day here in Brisbane. I went to Run Club this morning. It's first one back in like 8 weeks. It was so nice to see everyone. I also met some students who are from Edinburgh Uni and they're here on an internship programme. I wondered if it was Saltire Foundation, like the same as what I did when I went to Dallas, but alas it is not. But it didn't stop me from blabbering on about Saltire Foundation. So that was great. Came back, yeah, had a busy morning of emails, and now I'm cracking on with some DIY. I'm gonna sand the table back, and then I need to go and try and find a stain. I had no luck over the weekend going to the furniture shops that I thought I was gonna get to be able to find the stain, and the one I usually go to when I phone said that they don't have the stain, which online looks like it will be the best fit. So it's a bit annoying because stain's quite expensive, but I'm just gonna have to do some trial and error. I think I'm gonna have to go and buy quite a few and then see how I go. But that is the plan for today. This week I've got a couple of other things that I need to film, and then I'm launching my creator content monetization course this week, so coaching calls, trying to help other people with how they can monetize their socials. And I'm also going to try and do a bit more work on my newsletter and digital product development. So busy week, we'll see how much we get done. But first things first, let's get this table finished. Good morning, team. I'm having one of those days. Well, to be honest, it feels like it's been one of those weeks. It's only Tuesday, but basically yesterday when I was sanding the table yesterday afternoon, the details, I got all of the top and the bottom done using my orbital sander, and then when I was using the detail sander to go around the edges, the thing literally like exploded in my hand. I'm really lucky I didn't have an accident. Literally just went, and then when I shook it, all the bits were like falling out of it as if the vibration plate went or something. So I'll have to say to the tool library that I need to go in the bin. That's the thing, this tool library seemed great on the face of it, but I actually think nothing beats having your own tools that you know are good and that you've used and that are reliable. I get the concept of the tool library. I think it could be great. I've maybe just had a couple of unlucky runs, but when things like that happen and you just, you know, can't help but feel like the world's against you, it's like the table's taking me way longer than it would. If I was at home and I had all my tools, it would have been finished by now. I just had one of the afternoons where I got myself in such a funk. Went to pick Chris up from work, and God love him, I was in a foul mood. I just was like, oh, I feel like the world's against me. And I've woken up this morning and I don't feel a bazillion times better, I'm not gonna lie. So I am putting some makeup on to make myself feel a bit better, and I'm gonna crack on with getting the sanding finished. It's just like, you know that point in the project where you just wish you hadn't started. Like, you know the table's gonna be great when it's done, but I just wish it was already finished now. And I'm really bad for jumping from like topic to topic to topic. This morning I've been like, maybe I'll do this for UGC, or maybe I'll do this, or oh, I've got those emails to send. Like I just keep jumping all over the place. So I'm putting some makeup on, hoping that's gonna make me feel a bit better. I'm gonna have my breakfast and do some emails, and then I'm gonna finish on the table, go out and pick up a parcel I've got to get from the post office, and go and try and finally find a stain for the table. Gosh, you'll be sick of hearing me speak about this bloody table by the time it's finished. And then I think this evening, the weather's not very nice either, which I think is also playing into my mood. But I think I might go to a spin class later this evening. Cycle it out. There's an hour of power class at 6:30 on a Tuesday, which I quite like. Went last week and it was a killer, but it was great. You come away feeling so much better, so I think I might do that this evening to get myself out of the funk. It's a shame because started off yesterday on such a high after Run Club, but do you know what? Some weeks are just not amazing, and hopefully this week will start to look up. That's just life. But yeah, I've been on the call with George this morning about the podcast, I will leave a link in the description if you've not already listened. I do a podcast with my friend Georgia called This Is Not a Drill. We speak about all things life, career, making changes, entrepreneurship, a bit of everything. We think we're quite funny, but if you want to come and listen and tell us for yourselves, that would be great. So I'll leave the link in the description. But yeah, let's see. Hopefully we'll have a better week. Gosh, look at that. Why is it once you've got a bit of makeup on, you just feel so much better? Honestly, I think my skin's getting me down also. It's just like that time of the month where everything on my chin starts to erupt. Inconvenient. Chris is getting his operation on Thursday. We've been dropping him off at work in the morning, which is nice to get out the house, but it does mean I come back and I'm like, oh well, that's nice wee jaunt out the house. What am I going to do now? Right, I haven't actually done any eyebrows. This is completely back to front. By the way, my friend recommended this by Ellie brow gel. It is amazing. I brought it back from my trip home because I don't think you can get it here. If you can, I've not found it yet. But it is the best brow gel. I'll leave the link in the description. It lasts all day, no white residue. If you like that kind of laminated brow look, it's perfect. It's the best one I've found so far. You really should put it on before you do any of your makeup, but you know, as I've mentioned before, I'm not a great girl, so that was just how we did it today. I'm gonna eat my porridge and stop moaning. I've been having Biscoff with golden syrup porridge in the morning. I actually feel like Buddy the Elf, you know, when he's like, is there sugar in syrup? Because I love syrup. That is me. Anything with a sweet treat, I am there. I've been having this golden syrup porridge, kind of like Quakers that we would have at home, and then I've been putting a dollop of Biscoff in it and strawberries, and you know what? It's bloody delicious. So yeah, I'm gonna have that now. I mean, look. Yum. It doesn't look that appetizing there, but I promise you it actually does taste really nice. So yeah, time to get myself out the funk. I'm gonna do some emails now, get to this table, and just give myself a good talking to. Needs to be more half full, not half empty. But yeah, just one of those weeks. We'll see. Hope I feel a bit better later on. Speak to you later. To Camp Hill Antique Centre to try and find paint for my next project, even though the table's not finished, and also to try and find a stain, but they've only got one of the 3 colours that I wanted to try, so I'm a bit panicking now because it's a bit like trying to find French ink or Dixie Belle at home, like they're only stocked in small places, so it's kind of just your luck when you come, but this place is like a treasure trove. It's got so much cool stuff, and I didn't even know there was an upstairs. We just found an upstairs with another brand called Fusion, and I've got a lovely pale blue colour for bedside tables, which I'm basically going to upcycle and then try to sell because I got the measurements totally wrong and they're just way too high for the sides of our beds. But I love a project, so the paint was actually on sale, which makes it even better, only $39. We must be trying to discontinue the colour or something. So yeah, not as successful here as what I'd hoped, and they've got other like Dixie Belle stains and stuff, but their tops are all rusted, which makes me think they've been sat there for a long time. So yeah, I'm gonna head to Bunnings now, see if I can get a bit of dowel that I need to just cover the tiny gap that's left in the base of the tray, the base of the table, and then I'm gonna have to try and see if I can get some other stain there. But last week when I was in Bunnings, it was like next to no help. There wasn't really any good ones. So this project's getting pricier than I anticipated, having to like buy all these stains. But look, there's all sorts in this place. It's like proper vintage vibes, real treasure trove. Everything you can think of. Shayna would love it here. A lot of it's still really quite expensive too. But yeah, there is all sorts. So I'm gonna see what I can find and then I'll check back in when I'm home. I have found a stain. I'm a bit nervous about starting doing the table. I found a stain that's from that company that I used for the coffee table, but I think I'm now going to have to restain the coffee table to match the dining table. But it's from a company called Pure Co. It is the colour Sable, which is mega dark when I tested it, but if you wipe it off straight away, it gives a lovely kind of translucent stain. So I have watered it down in a Tupperware and topped it. If you can start testing your stain in a place that nobody's going to see, i.e. in this case the underneath of the dining table, then that's the best place to start. So I'm going to put the table on its top, trial a little bit on the bottom and see how it looks. I'm going to have to go quickly but also in stages to try and see if the watered down consistency is enough, and wipe as I go. So yeah, let's see. Time to stain this table and get it finished. I really like how this colour turned out, but I don't want it to get too dark by doing too many coats. So it really is just a bit of trial and error. I'm sure there will be people watching this that are better than me. If there is a better alternative than kitchen roll for this type of rub down, please do to let me know in the comments what it is. Always looking to learn. This is the first time I've ever really done one of these wipe down type techniques. Just watched some other YouTube videos. Hello! I have an update on the table. It looks amazing. Why is it one project always leads to like a bazillion other projects? Basically the stain that I went for the table looks amazing. I love it. I'm just about to show you. But now of course it's darker than the coffee table, so now I need to stain the coffee table. So I'm just currently making the table to dry. Whilst it's drying, I'm just going to stain the coffee table since I've got all of the stain and stuff out. But it looks so good. It is such a good colour match for the chairs, and I thought I was going to have to use like, basically I was worried that if oh, you can't see me. Basically I was worried that if I glued the top on, that when we came to move we wouldn't be able to get out the door, so I was going to use brackets like this, but I've measured this morning and the stand plus the tabletop is shorter than the opening of the door frame, so I'm just going to no nails the top on. I'm sure somebody will tell me that's not the right way to do it, and if I ever want to take it apart to move it's going to be a nightmare and blah blah blah. We're probably all right, but I'm going to no nails it because I don't want to be able to see the brackets, and actually the inside of the frame is hollow, so there's not that much to like screw into, and I'm a bit worried if we start screwing into these nice Tasmanian oak dowels that they will split even with a pre-drilled hole. But yeah, look at the colour match for the chairs. I can't believe how good it is. Literally looks like they're from the same, exactly the same piece. So yeah, I am honestly buzzing. I can't wait to get the tabletop in here and put it on. I'm using, the stain that I'm using is called Stain and Glaze. It's from a company called Pure Co. You don't technically, according to their instructions, need to top coat it, but given that this is a dining table and it's going to be a high traffic area, I am going to top coat it in this trusty Cabothane clear. I like to use it in the matte finish. It says like after one day after you've done, you're meant to leave 2 hours between coats, 3 coats in total, and once you leave it for a day after that it should be like super durable. My experience with it so far has been great, so yeah, I would highly recommend. You can spray it on, you can roll it on, you can brush it on. I do have a new sprayer, but I'm saving it for a next project. Plus the house is a bit higgledy-piggledy. The thought of me getting a sprayer out and have to set up a spray booth right now is just like not the one. I've just dropped Chris off to get his hair cut. he was in so much pain last night, God, with his leg. It's just like not a good day today, but he gets his surgery tomorrow. Hopefully after that he'll be fully on the mend. But yeah, I'm gonna wait for the table outside to dry. Whilst it dries, I'm gonna stay in the coffee table and then hopefully bring it all back in and everything should be looking much better. Ooh. I also think I've gone off this little table. It served its purpose, but I'm just not vibing it anymore. It doesn't really go with the vibe in here, so I might try and sell it on Marketplace and maybe make something more that kind of vibe to go here. I was thinking I could do like 2 half circles with dowels either side and then make a top. Let me know what you think, if you think that would be nice. Still in love with this artwork, by the way. Still need to make a frame for it. But yeah, that's the chat. So it's just typical, isn't it? And Chris said that he absolutely hates this unit, which I agree. I'm not its biggest fan. It definitely is big, but the plan is to like paint it green, put some reeded glass in these panels and put some gorgeous handles on it. So I think once that's done, it will look a million times better. But I agree, it's just like not the vibes for in here right now. Neither are the bedside tables. But I did get that gorgeous paint yesterday. I don't think I could show you the colour, but it's like a pale blue. I actually think Fusion must be trying to get rid of the colour. It's called Little Whale because it was all discounted. But yeah, that's for the bedside tables, which are oh, I'm not even going to show you in our bedroom. Just ignore the mess. They're for the bedside tables that are in there. But yeah, so one project has led to several others, but I actually have got one of these trolley dolly things now that you can put the furniture on it. It makes it so much easier to move. I got them from Bunnings. I wish I'd used these in the UK. My God, the amount of times that I've struggled with projects I didn't need to struggle with. So yeah, I'm gonna move the coffee table outside, stay in it, and hoping that I can get it done before Chris phones me to go and pick him up. What do we think the odds are? Do we think I'll get it done? Also, I don't think I've shown you this. This makes me sound like a bin scrounger, which I promise I'm not, but someone was throwing this out. Throwing it out. I've never reupholstered, and it's probably not the best project to reupholster because it's beanie, but even if it's just for Chris's leg right now, I couldn't let it go in the bin. It's so nice, perfect colour for our sofas too. So yeah, but guys, look. Oh, I'm obsessed. I'm actually obsessed. But yeah, okay, I'm blabbering now. I'm gonna see if I can get this done before Chris gets back. Okay, bye. See the videos of when I made this table. It is so heavy. God, Chris is gonna kill me. Look at the dust. I've actually been trying to keep the curtain shut in the living room when he sat down so he can't see the dust on the window. But yeah. Right, let's get cracking. Discussing that it's maybe finally time to get rid of this gigantic cardboard tube, which was part of our rug when we moved in. Chris is trying to convince me we should keep it to use for a method of communication.
Hello, can you hear me? Hello.
Yes, we can hear you.
Oh.
That was unnecessary.
La 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 la.
Ow. It's like a didgeridoo. What did you do whilst you had a sick day? Played with the giant cardboard tube. The kettle's on. Huh? You're welcome. Would you like a whiskey? I can't. that was in the fridge. Anyway, if anyone has any actual uses for this giant cardboard tube, I thought we could have turned it into legs.
No. It's what it's useful for.
No. What about if we chop it into 4 legs and make a table?
No.
Oh, but come on. There must be some other good use for this cardboard tube. Put in the comments if you've got any good ideas that will convince Chris otherwise. Just had a call from the hospital to say that Chris is out of surgery, which is great news. He was so groggy on the phone. He just came through and came on the phone and was like, I'm alive. Then he texted me like however many minutes later being like, did I phone you from first recovery? I was like, yeah, just to tell me that you were alive. But anyway, good that he's through, so I should be able to pick him up in about an hour, which is great. I've spent the whole day editing. It has taken me so long. I'm trying like new techniques, but also the footage of the dining room table was over 7 hours long. Trying to cut that to a minute and fit everything in is really tough. So I really am considering outsourcing all of my editing. It's just so much time in my week now, and I used to quite enjoy editing, but now I just don't love it. So my friend Chloe has actually started outsourcing her editing, and she seems to have had a really great success with the first lot. So that's inspiring me that maybe I will just start outsourcing mine too and spend more time doing the stuff that I like doing, which is creating. Also, I've just been watching back some of my previous clips in this vlog, and I'm like, got a bazillion double chins. So I'll need to work on my angles, I think. Yeah, I'm spending the day editing. I have finished the dining room table. Also, I've done the coffee table. The dining room table is class. It's messy right now, so I'm not going to show you right now, but maybe I'll do the last clip of the vlog or something from it, but it does look so, so good. I'm going to post that tonight on my Instagram as a tutorial, and I've just been working on editing another clip that's for the company that I got the dining room chairs from, so I'm just going to finish doing that today and send it off to them. And I really want to try making those like dates with peanut butter wrapped in dark chocolate. I also know that Chris really likes them, so I thought that might be a nice treat tonight when we're on the sofa when I'm sure he's not feeling great. And I also want to try making the yogurt bark with strawberries, so I might do one today and one tomorrow. I've got all the ingredients, I just need to get my backside in gear basically and actually do it. But yeah, it's been a good week so far. I'm going to spin tomorrow night with my 2 friends Amy and Ellen. I'm so looking forward to it because it's like Hour of Power, great class on a Friday night. So I'm going to that tomorrow night. I'm going to go and speak to the desk today very kindly and ask what the situation is with putting up artwork, because last night I was out with my friend Anthony, who lives in the building also, and he said that they said you can't even use command strips, which has really buggered my plans of, I wanted to put like a really nice gallery wall here, and I wanted to put one on that wall also. So that's really gonna have buggered my plans if you're not able to do that. I'm also thinking of putting a big mirror here, like a big floor length mirror behind the dining table. I just need to try and find one online, or maybe a raw wood one so I can use my stain and make sure it all matches. I don't want the apartment to be too matchy. So, mismatchy. So yeah, that is the latest chat here. I recorded the pod this morning. I'll insert a little clip of that. We did a double record because Georgia is going away to Italy. So we did like back-to-back episodes, and tomorrow morning we are filming with the wonderful Kate. So Kate Rose Morgan, if you don't follow her online, she just launched a book, so we're going to be interviewing her all about that, which should be really interesting. And I don't think by the time this goes out, that episode will be out. But our podcast is called This Is Not a Drill Pod. I'll leave the link in the description, and you can have a listen there about what Georgia and I get up to. It's a little bit different from the content on vlog and Instagram, so yeah. But I am gonna get back to work and then go and get Chris, and I will chat to you all later. Sorry, what did you say? Did you get me going? Okay. Hello. Hello, and welcome back to This Is Not a Drill, a podcast hosted by me, Alex Lawson, and my pal, Georgia Forbes. I feel like we're living in the future. Chris has just had a PS5 Ubered to the house. Anything you'd like to tell people about what's in your goodie box?
So, I got PS5, COD, obviously. What else? A headset.
Is that so you can speak to your gamer friends?
Yeah, well, I can't have the little kids shouting at me and I can't shout back. stand, you know.
It's not going out on display.
What do you mean?
It can go in the cupboard.
It's decoration.
No, it's not. It can go in that bit on the TV stand where there's a little gap. I asked if we could get some sort of fun game like Super Mario or Mario Kart, something that I might like to play, but I need to have a look on the website and decide. It appears this is how Chris is going to keep himself entertained for the next 12 weeks. They can't go anywhere.
No, the conditions of me getting this were, yes, you can get one, but not if you're not going to go outside.
Yeah, I don't want him to become one of those gaming hermits. Let's see.
Sorry, what?
You're like a kid at Christmas. Would you like us to purchase a meat cleaver? What are you doing?
Anyway, that's one of them.
What's
Pretty good.
on today's episode of what are we going to call you?
Dell's Dinners.
Okay, so what are you making on today's episode?
Today I'm making sausage patty wraps.
What kind of sausages?
Oh, so it's beef sausage from the butchers. Oh god, I can't touch anything with my manky hands. Beef sausages from the butchers.
With Worcestershire
With
sauce.
Worcestershire sauce in. I think they're just doing it in retaliation. Like, fuck her, she's been sanding for fucking 3 days.
What Chris is referring to is the fact that this morning there's been all this hammering and Chris is still in bed. He's like, what are you doing now? I was like, it's not me, it's the people in the apartment above us, it's not me.
No, hold on. I just woke up. I had an operation yesterday and I come in and Alex goes, good morning! When I've not slept all night.
I didn't do that.
No, you normally do.
I actually opened the door gently today and said, are you thinking about getting up
But anyway, I
anytime
thought she was doing DIY that woke me up and it wasn't, it's the people upstairs.
I can't take it seriously.
We should eat that today.
Today? You only
Yeah.
cooked it yesterday.
We can have pizza and chicken wrap. Because then not pizza.
I only have 2 slices and that'll be my lunch.
Yeah, 2 slices and half a pizza.
Right.
I'm having some too.
You had your whole own pizza last night. Not my fault that you ate all of your pizza in one go.
I'll have chicken wrap though.
I'm having pizza too. Right, here you go, chef. Hey team, happy Saturday. We are having a go at making the... What are you laughing at? Hey? What do you mean nothing? Something to say?
Oh, it's just me in the background, like, huddled over this.
Yeah, but that's fine. Working away. We are going to try and make the one date bark and one strawberry and yogurt bark. Basically 2 recipes that we saw on TikTok, and we're going to give them a go. We don't have a tray for it to go in the oven, so we're going to just put the baking paper on a chopping board and hope for the best. I'm sure it'll be fine. It is a gloomy, miserable day here in Brisbane. Chris has played his PS5 playing Call of Duty most of the day.
No, 2 hours.
Bullshit.
2 hours? That's all
It's now 7 PM. Dinner was approximately 30 minutes and you've played it for at
I
least...
haven't played up. Oh shit. I've got water in there. Oh no. Oh god. Oh,
Having some difficulties
Oh, no.
in the kitchen. What's the matter?
I've got more boiling water in it.
Oh, that's fine. Be fine if there's a little bit water, you know. This is because Chris didn't want us to melt it in the microwave because apparently that wouldn't be the done thing to do. Not meant to be tasting it. Chris! Oh, you look banging! You've got chocolate all around your mouth. No, Chris, you're not meant to be eating them as we go. That's the ingredients for the thing.
Just checking her up to quality.
Yeah, right. House. This has been open for 2 weeks. Oh, what happened there? Tell me you don't have a fully equipped kitchen without telling me you don't have a fully equipped kitchen. You have to look up whether it needs to go in the fridge or the freezer. Happy Sunday! I am just going up for a wee Sunday night swim. We've just come back from a lovely afternoon at Sunday Sessions, which is like live music down by the river. Our friends Chris and Michael just got back from Bali. So we had a lovely afternoon with them, picnic on the river. Chris, God love him, crutched the whole way along the river. He didn't want to go in his wheelchair, which is fair enough, but yeah, hard work because it's actually quite far and we weren't even that like far from the house, and he was like, but we're basically there. I was like, no, we're actually not basically there. So yeah, I have just come up to the roof to go for a swim. I thought I'd show you. There's just like an outdoor barbecue area on the roof and it looks out onto this gorgeous view. So this is like a communal area that you can bring friends, whatever, but I'm going to go for a swim. I imagine it will be so cold, but I'm going to go for a quick dip and then I'm going to go in the jacuzzi and then go back downstairs. I think we're going to order an Indian. I can't bother cooking tonight. My wife points are wearing thin. I honestly don't know how like single parents do it. I've just got a Chris to look after and it's so hard. It's just hard when you're used to doing it in a team and now we're just one person, but it's fine. In sickness and in health, as they say, but it's been a tiring week. I'd be lying if I said it wasn't. So yeah, I need to go and get a food shop tomorrow. We did take mints out the freezer for tonight, but I just don't have the energy. I just would rather we sit on the sofa and enjoy our time together, so we're just going to get a takeaway. Do you know what? That's fine. So I'm going to go for a wee swim now and then we'll go down and enjoy our night, but I just thought I would take you along and show you what our roof is like, so I don't think I've showed you that yet, so here we go. So basically this is our rooftop. There's no one else out here at the minute, so I can be a bit more brazen with what I show you, but we have this amazing rooftop pool that looks out over the city. It is heated but not heated, so it's still a wee bit chilly. If we go right to the edge of this pool, you can see the Brisbane wheel. And then yeah, we look out over the whole city. It's a total pinch me moment that this is our house and where we live. But yeah, feeling incredibly lucky. One of our kind of things when we came here was that we were going to push the boat out and just do things that we don't normally do. And yeah, living somewhere like this is one of them. So this is a jacuzzi in the corner, so I'm going to try and go for a dip in here now. Check this. Probably going to be too cold for me, to be honest. I'll be a bit of a wimp, but go for a wee swim, go for a jacuzzi, which I've not done since Chris has broke his leg because we usually come up here as a duo and I felt bad leaving him, but he said tonight just you go up and do it, do our normal routine because you can't keep hinging what you're doing because he's got a broken leg, so that's very nice. I think, to be honest, he's quite happy that he's got his Call of Duty to play, but yeah, I'm going to go for a swim and perk myself up and then go down and have a nice cosy Sunday night together. using the 5 types of whale by Seal Bloom, and I'll leave the comment in the description. Oh, let me turn the bubbles back on in BRB. Basically, I got obsessed with this guy after listening to his podcast with Chris Donnelly on Wake Up, which is all about like we all pursue financial wealth in life, and it's about the fact that you can have social wealth, health wealth, all of the different types of wealth are in life that aren't just financial. I would never recommend it. I'm only on page 25 and so much of it resonates with me. But I'm just sat here thinking like I this year going to employ for the first time, and my else has been daunting and a roller coaster and scary and all of the things. It also has brought home how important time wealth is, like the fact that I can wake up on a Monday and decide what I'm doing with my day. And in a world where Chris works lots of nights, evenings, weekends, whereas in the UK when I was in my corporate job I would just have to like suck up and go, but that I can now say, well, I'll work the weekend and I'll be off Monday, Tuesday, and we'll go to the beach Monday, Tuesday when you're off. It's like so powerful being able to manage your own time. So yeah, I don't know what's my philosophical thought for the evening. Also, just appreciate that it's like a Sunday night and I'm just like in this crazy on our rooftop. This doesn't feel real. If you told like me a year ago that this is where we'd be living or what I'd be doing on a Sunday night, I'd be like absolutely. So yeah, it's weird. I can't explain it. It's like a really nice feeling but a really weird feeling. But I'm going to close this vlog here. I've had such a nice Sunday. I'm so glad that Chris like convinced me to just like go for a swim. We do this all the time, but because he broke his leg at the minute, I'm like, oh, you're leaving on your own. And he's right. It's actually so nice to up here, clear the head, not be on your phone, read a book, do whatever. It's so nice. So I will leave this vlog here. I will speak to you all next week. As I've said, this is like new content for me. It's very different. If you're enjoying it, please let me know in the comments. If there's something else you would like to see, please let me also know that in the comments. Whether it's like sit-down videos, Q&As about Australia, anything like that, then please let me know. But for now, I will say goodnight and I will see you next